Welcome back to another episode of the Captain's Vlog. This is the finale. This is event 8 of the Time Attack Racing Hondas Championship from Snetterton. Hopefully you can see the big old tree behind me. I've got 3 teenagers with us this time round. We've got, in order, we've got Max, the new boy Dan, and Pit Lane Perry.
I've been here since the beginning.
Lewis has been a stalwart of the Racing Hondas Championship for Onna Motorsport. He's been in the team since day dot. But we are here. We've got a pair of DC5 Integra Type R's this weekend, no EP3s. There was a talk that we would have ended up possibly with 4 cars this weekend, but people have lives and things happen, so we're now down to 2. But to have 2 DC5s is an absolute rarity in the camp. So we've got Kev's DC5, and then we've got new boy Jordan. He's around here somewhere with a yellow DC5 Type R. This car looks sick. It's a little down on power for Class A compared to some, but it's a freshly built car, not quite as developed as Kev's absolute animal of a thing. Just take a minute to enjoy these wheels once more. Good God, these things are amazing. Ooh. Here we go, practice session 1. Straight out with the weaving. Comes Tommy Knight. And the big green machine. So here we go, shenanigans have kicked off already. Practice session, it's like 9 o'clock, half 9, something like that. And already I can see Jordan's car was being pushed through the scrutineering bay, engine not running, so I don't know quite what's happened there. And I also noticed I couldn't see Kev circulating anymore, though the lap before something may have come loose on the splitter, because I could see the splitter slapping the ground, so something's gone on. Oh, Lewis Barker's off the track as well. Oh no. What's that, mate? Gearbox gears. Oh, bloody hell. Practice session. It's all fun, isn't it? It's all fun. Right, we'll let you crack on. They've had an issue with the gearbox casing. Well, I didn't expect that. First session of the day, and we have got all manner of things kicking off. So stay tuned, we'll unpick it and see what's gone down. So issue number 1 for Jordan. We've had a drive shaft decide it wants to no longer be in the gearbox. So we've got a bit of a mess. But as usual, the Onna Motorsport boys are straight on it. No messing around. It was on jacks before I even got back. So yeah, they'll get that sorted out and they'll be back out, I'm sure. Sloppy splitter syndrome over there with Kev's car. That will get fixed as well. This is the first live test of the new gyroline system. You can see Kevin has a beautiful piece of technology in his hand there and an old iPhone. Apparently the sensors is the best. And we just pop it against the wheel. Maybe. Apparently does some measurings. And then you go to another wheel and you do some more measurings. And then it uses some science and some technologica to figure out where the settings are and what's going on. But if this thing works, this will be a fucking game changer. Because string alignment is accurate, whilst accurate, is time consuming. And sometimes you just want to have a little quick check. So a device such as this, if it works as well as advertised.
Well, the first bit of data is 132 degrees, which is wrong.
Broken.
Yeah. So.
All right, we might need to read the manual. We'll come back to you. So the practice session didn't go quite as planned. Jordan had a drive shaft issue, decided it didn't want to be in there anymore, so it ejected itself out and chucked CV grease all over the place inside the engine bay. Kevin also had a bit of a problem with a dodgy wheel alignment. Carl just wasn't driving straight, pulling left, wheel wasn't centered, all of that good stuff. As you can see, we tried to get a load of that sorted out and try and get them both out for qualifying. See it, Jordan's going out for his first qualifying session, going to assembly area. Kev's going for a quick test drive. Geo issues. We're trying to set up a new gyroline system. There's a lot of smoke, dude. Oh boy. Oh wow. Yeah, she's smoking. She's smoking, bro. Trying to set up a new gyroline system, but having a few issues with some software updates at the minute, so trying to get through that. They always give it to me. They must look at me and go, oh, he looks like a nerd. Give him the technical shit to do. Anyway, we usually figure it out, don't we? Fraser in for a quick tyre pressure check and then he's going back out. This is the best pit wall in the UK, bar none. Yeah, buddy, he's made it. He's a racing driver now. Look at her, she's so happy for him. Many happy faces. Look at it. It's a very nice looking car, this. Bumblebee tuner. Oh, hello. There's a little bit of headlamp missing. Oh, I know what he's done there. He's had an apex cone, hasn't he? So that was the first ever qualifying session for Jordan Morgan's completed. That's why everyone was looking so happy. Jordan's been with the team from day one, helping out. It's been a pivotal part of getting cars back on track all through the season, really. And then this time at Snetterton, it's been his turn. And just to get through the session with a car that was built over a period of time, smashed through loads of track days, and then started to have one or two clutch issues on the day. It was just awesome to see him get through the session, really. But then we come back from qualifying now, and you can straight away see that we're getting into some other bits and pieces. We noticed that Kev actually didn't even post a time in qualifying. We found out that car was very low on power, and he basically abandoned the session, and then we very quickly found out why. You'll notice a minute ago it was smoking, and here's what went on. I think there's a child hiding in this fucking car somewhere.
Right, hello there.
Hi Max. What's happening, mate?
I've got to hold a booster kit on the two terminals for the fuel pump, so it's pumping all the diesel
Just
out.
do not let them touch each other.
Yeah.
You should be fine, because sparks and petrol,
diesel,
well, or petrol,
don't mix.
you do not want sparks, mate.
Also, I do not want them to weld each other to the
No,
pins.
yes, so
It's also
safety
not
first.
ideal.
Engage them safety squints, would you? Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Well done.
There we go.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this here screen. So this is Technologica. So we're on dodgy ground at the minute, so we're just fiddling, but it actually reads individual toe, total toe, and you do it per wheel.
Yeah.
And then there's a process in there. You got to set the tell it what level is first for the car or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. So you get a datum from the glass.
Yeah. Oh, off the glass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, any constant point, but nothing's constant in this car. So it's all about everything. Everything's got a dent in it.
Okay.
So the glass is basically the only thing left.
But it seems to be working.
2 jerry cans are now full.
Right.
We're still taking more stuff out.
Yeah, because
we've got nowhere to put it.
Yeah, we had loads of fuel.
Is that the last bit of van fuel coming out of there, is it?
Is it a Mercedes? Yeah.
Welcome back, folks. Qualifying done. Jordan, racing driver now.
Racing hippo.
Racing hippo.
Hippo.
That's a bit out of order. I wouldn't call you hippo, mate. How's the car feeling, all right?
Yeah. Feel better now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I noticed there was a little bit of looseness in the rear end in that first practice session, but that sort of...
It's just getting used to the car.
Getting used to the car.
First time driving it properly in a couple of months, obviously, the engine mishaps. Yeah. Never really used it to its potential, but I'm happy where I am. It's just racecraft I need, seat time.
Seat time, mate. There's no replacement for it.
No.
It's all well and good. We can all drive quickly on a road. We can all drive fast on a track day. But when you're thrusted into this environment, it's a very different kettle of fish entirely. When you're up against people that have been racing for a whole season, had longer, many of them a lot longer than that, it's different beans. So you just got to figure this out. I think Mookie was following you for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you let him by and you were straight following him then.
Yeah. But
that's all you got to do, really, mate, I think.
Pick and choose who I can potentially keep with and see what happens there.
But you went loads faster today than you did in practice, and then you knocked another 2 seconds off and used it quite. So you're not far off, really.
Couple of seconds, not even there.
Good stuff. And this car looks the bollocks, by the way. Just put a couple of clips in, because probably one of the prettier cars out there today, mate. I mean that genuinely.
Just hope I can bring her home in the same condition as it's going out as now.
Well, you've already failed because you've smashed the fucking headlight.
Yeah.
But if it stays in that condition, that's good. And at least you ain't had diesel in the car.
Yeah, there is.
Righty. Righto. So we're setting up for race 1 soon, 12:30, and we shall see how everybody gets on. So we're going to be getting up ready for race 1, and because he missed qualifying, he starts near the back. So we're going to get the onboards. How are we feeling, Kev?
Oh, so. Hopefully the car is all right once I give it full throttle, but we're only going to find that out.
Sounds good now. Diesel's all gone.
Yeah.
And it's
the car sounds better
it does. It's purrs now.
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, all set for race 1.
Yeah, sure.
And where are you starting? Like 12th?
Oh no, very back.
Back.
Yeah.
Behind this Class C's.
Yeah.
Oh mate, this is going to be fun.
It will be fun.
I'll put my GoPro in there.
That's why we do it.
Going out with a bang. Last round of the season.
Yeah. So the second race will be reverse grid. So at least I'll be starting from the back of Class A. Well, I'll catch Class A in this race.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to be able to get great points.
No, cool.
Result from qualifying, but Kevin Talbot's DC5 Integra, you can see in the middle of the shot there, starting I think from the back of the grid. Looks, he didn't set a time, so that's why he's starting at the back. So both of those Onna Motorsport Honda Integras are going to have to come through from the back. And Kevin Talbot, I'm certain, will not stay where he is at the back of the grid in what will be 22nd position. Given his pace and given the fact he has been one of 5 race winners this season, I think he'll have the pace to get around here pretty rapid.
I feel a bit for him actually, because their awning is just behind us and they were frantically working on the car. But for us, it's great because we're going to get to see a bit of a show.
And as we know, we have a bit of a saying in this championship, which is it's all calm and quiet until the VTEC kicks in. And it will do in just a few moments' time. Any second now, they will go out, and round 15 of Racing Hondas is underway. It's a clean start for the 3 EG Civics. They've
somebody going very slow down there, Scott.
That's Liam Collins. It's Liam Collins in the DC2 Integra. That car was smoking in qualifying, so sadly the man who I was hoping might be in contention for a victory today is not going to manage it. As we see here, this is James Alford scrapping away with Fraser McNeil down at the Wilson hairpin. Makes the inside line, and EK passes EG, and that will be him moving up into, that was 6th position for James, down the back straight. Self and Barron by 6/10 of a second. Wright is in 3rd, Tarby's in 4th, and Buki's up to P5 for Class B quickly as Collins climbs out of the car. That, I'm not sure if that will prompt a safety car or not, but we'll wait and see. Dan Thackeray leads Class B, I should mention quickly, from Ryan Cunningham at the end of lap number 1 and Spencer Fortag in 3rd. And I think it's Callum Houchin who leads the way from Matt Rowling in P2.
Yeah, Scott, I'm on Kevin Talbot watch. You remember he started 22nd in last. He's up to 10th.
Superb.
After lap 1, he's up to 10th. Wow, brilliant stuff. Keep your eye on Kevin Talbot. He's the number 137 in the Honda Integra. It's green if you're out there on the circuit currently in well, he might even made up a few more since then as well.
Now looking at Bob Barron, of course, last time he was here, the car didn't have a rear wing and it didn't have the new suspension. So the fact he's keeping up with Will Self and, of course, still on a high from his first victories at Knockhill has certainly proven that that car's got plenty of pace and it's definitely going to be one to watch for next year. Wright and Harvey are keeping them in the mix. And actually, dare I say it, I think he's up to about 6th or 7th. He's side by side now with James Alford. This will be for P6. Alford capitulates, lets him through, and in 2 laps, Talbot has gone from the back of the grid, which was 22nd, up to 6th. That is phenomenal pace. If we look at his lap time that he set last time by, it was a 1:21.231. He's the 6th fastest car on the field, because everyone else is doing 1:19s or 1:20s.
Yeah, incredible stuff, isn't it? I wonder what he could have done if he'd been further up the field. But a long way to go in this race. Still just 11 and a half minutes to go. Plenty of racing action. It's round 15 of the Racing Hondas Championship here at Snetterton Modified Live 2025. Will Self is your leader from Bob Barron in 2nd place. Phil Wright in 3rd.
So now that Kevin Talbot's going to have a little more clear track in front of him, his next target is to try and catch Dave Buki. But in all fairness, he was kind of passing a few cars on that lap, so it wouldn't be surprising on that stage that he lost a little bit of pace in terms of lap time. But now he's got clear track. He's already clearly pulling away from Halford now, who's holding off the cars behind, which is Fraser McNeil and then our Class B leaders. Looking back at that Class B group, it's still Thackeray, Cunningham and Lewis Barker now up to 3rd place. Top 5, but Talbot pushing on. What was his last time by 1:21.231? It's still
no, he's just gone over now. He's done a 1:20.618.
So he's matched Buki's time. He did a 1:20.6 also.
Anyway, fantastic stuff. We are. Oh, who's gone off there?
Luke Crassus-Meny's off the road and bouncing back on again. Side by side, I was watching the battle there while she were going through that between Sammy Milam. Oh, and contact. That's between. Looks like that is Harry Greenhill and Luke Crassus-Meny. So a shaky couple of corners for Luke. Skips over the grass and past the tyre stack on the inside.
He's 3 seconds now behind Dave Buki, doing similar sort of laps. Actually, Dave Buki did a 1:20.276 last time.
He was quicker by
sorry, he did 1:21.618. Sorry, yes, you're right.
Quick about 1.2 seconds. So he's charging. He's coming along.
He is, isn't he? Wow, he's going to be right on the tail of Dave Buki by the end of this lap. Comes Kevin Talbot. He lost 1.5 seconds on the last lap after that little excursion off, and it looks like he is struggling a little bit as well because Buki's just done a 1:20. Talbot must have had another off. He's just done a 1:29. So he's struggling a little bit, Kevin Talbot. The man who started last and is now running in 6th place.
That's how quick and unstoppable he is. So no wonder he's Class B and overall champion when he puts in performances like that every weekend.
Good stuff indeed. What are you making of the racing action? Let us know on that live chat on the live stream. If you're at the circuit, hello everybody. Hope you're enjoying it and your eyes are on the circuit right now, Scott.
I think you're right, Kevin Talbot, because I don't think all's well with that DC5 Integra. He had problems in qualifying. He's now starting to back up both James Alford and Fraser McNeil. So I think you're absolutely right here. I don't think all's well with that number 137 machine. And I think it might be a legacy of the issues he had in the last session.
Well, I'll tell you something, it might not be quite his day so far, but he's put on one hell of a show for us, hasn't he? He really has.
Absolutely.
Entertainer of the day so far for Kevin Talbot. And there is a chance, isn't there, a little bit later to vote for your driver of the day?
Yes, I'm sure the QR code will come up on the screen. But there it is. It's like the production team are listening to us. There it is on the screen. But what I'm sure Kevin Talbot doesn't want to see, rather than that QR code, is seeing both Fraser McNeil and James Alford come through. It's off the road, has gone Sammy Marlin with front bumper damage. And once again, we'll firmly confirm once again the Class A title provisionally. Up to the checkered flag, victory in round 15 of Racing Honda's 2025 goes to the Class A champion, Will Self. A fantastic drive for the EG Civic. That's going to be a task. But
just nod your head, that'll make good, that'll make good TV, won't it?
Smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. And so across the line goes James Alford in P6.
There we go, race 1 done. Kevin Talbot finished 8th in class. Now that's an important number, and you'll find out why in a minute. But after that little off coming through Nelson, damaged drive shaft, caused some serious vibration, and basically just couldn't continue at racing speed. But smart to think, on the fly, well, just calm down and get classified, and at least I'll stay on the result. Might just get included in the reverse grid. Pretty smart. Yeah, very unlucky for Jordan there. He had a great start, got in front of a couple of the Class C cars and was just finding his groove and getting on with it. But as the race progressed on, it started to get more and more issues with intermittent throttle. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. But then after the race, they discovered that the actual end of the cable had sort of worn out and was barely being held by the bolt that retains it to the bracket on the throttle body. But they got it all sorted out, and he was back out for race 2.
Jumped over a curb, went off the road, kept my foot pinned, and then it was just fucking unmanageable. That's why I just slowed down to be.
Nice, 2 up. So Kev managed to basically just roll it around, and we found out why.
Whole position drive shaft.
A CV joint has had a pretty bad time. And I wish we could do smell-o-vision, because the smell of this grease that's been cooked to within an inch of its life is pretty rank right now. But yep, here we go. So here we are. We are after, well, basically it's lunch break now. There's not much in the way of lunch going on because both cars are being worked on. Currently got Kev's DC5 with a knackered drive shaft. The inside CV bearings on the little spider guy, absolutely mullered. Grease cooked itself to bits, stinks, looks to high heaven. But we've managed, I don't even know where these bits have turned up from, but there's a pair of DC5 drive shafts in there. So we're rescuing boots, rescuing bearings, doing the usual trackside stuff to get us back out again. And so in the meantime, Jordan, it was going really well, really tidy, did exactly everything he needed to do, was improving, but then sadly didn't actually finish the session due to a situation with the fucking throttle cable. So, yeah, I don't know what it is. Racing seems to just be really fucking hard on the cars, and there's always something, but little things we'll try and figure out a fix, and I say they will try and figure out a fix and get it back on the track. So all the drive shaft drama fixed, and now the weather. I'm going to blame Bob Barron and Fraser McNeil personally for this, because I saw those two wee Scottish lads doing a little dance, and they were telling me that we're going to do a rain dance. So it sounds to me like they've owned up to it already. So this is all of their fault. And where there's blame, there's a claim, isn't there, Kev?
I just want trophy.
Trophies. So got the pit crew on it now. Look, who we got? We've got 3 teenagers. There we go.
Posse.
That's it. Motorsport college students, in fact. Big up the Silverstone College for Motorsport and Trident in Warwick. Shout out. Getting some hands-on experience for these youngsters. Trackside with revived Fast Kev. He's back.
There's plenty of work to do, always on the green car.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when nothing breaks, there's always work to do.
This is true. This is true. It seems the same for many other people, though. It's not just us.
No, it's true.
You take a road car to go racing, a lot of this stuff ain't built for the abuse it gets, is it? So
No.
you upgrade stuff as you go, and then the next week thing breaks, so you end up upgrading that, and you just, it goes. So it goes.
Everything has a limit.
Of course.
Broken.
Yeah, there's broken bits all over the place. But no, not sure what the weather's going to do.
I think it's going to...
I don't know if it's going to pass and whether it's going to stay. I don't know. We will.
Like a wet track not raining.
Yeah, greasy.
Yeah.
Thought it falls off. Oh, Will Self likes a bit of drifting. He does that in the fucking dry though. It's all right. Let's see how we get on. Okay then. So, race 2 is about to get underway. They've just been called to assembly, but they're like over half an hour ahead by my watch, I think. I thought they were going to be going up at about 3:30. It's barely 2:30 or 2:45, and they're going up now. So yeah, bit of a panic station now. Get everything. Quick panic. Everyone get in the car. Get ready. Get to the track. And you can't see my screen, but there is rain drops falling on my screen right now. It is light, so it might not be too bad.
It's going to come.
There's rain on the way. It's forecast to be coming. So we shall see. Here we are, positioned at turn 1. Ready and waiting for race 2. The track doesn't look too bad right now. The weather is going to continue to rain, but the sky doesn't look too awful in a minute. It's definitely blowing a gale in this direction, and it is raining, so we'll have to see what happens to the surface of the track and see who managed to make tweaks to the setup and who didn't. Here they come, first green flag lap.
Right, we're going to bring over Simon from Yokohama so we can do the reverse grid draw. What number are you going to pull out?
I know what number you'd like. Let's give it a good old mix because it's the last one. Okay.
What have we got?
Oh,
8! Hey, what a strong... I can see all the drivers behind me now pulling faces. Right, so that is an 8 reverse grid for race 2. So stick around and see what carnage unfolds.
Okay, let's go. This is how it looks. Despite his car crawling to a halt after crossing the line with issues, Kevin Talbot starts this race from pole position. He could be the favourite here if all the issues are solved. Alongside him, hoping fingers crossed for a really good result, is Fraser McNeil from the front row of the grid. He's been here before a couple of times. Can he convert that into a first podium? If he can, it would be his best result of the season to date. It's on to that connotation in a second. The last of the Class A cars is Jordan Morgan's, and no Liam Collins, sadly. His car does not take the start. I can't see it on the grid, neither in the pit lane, so sadly he will not finish the season in the race. In terms
but it's not properly wet yet either, so yes, this has all the makings of something quite special.
I wonder if the lap behind the safety car out of assembly was their one first kind of formation lap to get used to the conditions. The second one's back round to the grids. They've done their 2 laps to get used to the
I think you're absolutely spot on
so
there.
that could be the case.
And it's worked out quite well for Kevin Talbot, all of this as well, hasn't it?
It has. Certainly he's going to try redeeming himself after some issues he had from race number 1. So, this is it then. 15 races complete, 1 still to go. The cars forming up one by one. The Class B cars just starting to very steadily move their way into position. And Fraser starting on the outside of the front row of the grid. Hopefully should get a possibly good start because he's on the slightly flatter part of the course on that side. And I have to say, for this being a first season commentator in racing Hondas, I've thoroughly adored it from start to finish. And I hope this race gives us a fitting send-off for what's been an incredible 3rd season for the championship. But you never drill, you never sing. It is all calm and quiet until the VTEC kicks in. And for the final time in 2025, we're all set for it then. Brace yourselves, this could be a good one. So, Kevin Talbot starts the final race of the season on pole position. The 5-second board is up. We are ready for Racing Hondas. One last dance in 2025. The red lights are on at Snetterton. We are... Strong start initially from Kevin Talbot. Fraser's gone with him. A cracking start for Dave Bookie, up to 3rd already. Not hanging around either of the 3 EG Civics. Jordan Morgan's goes practically nowhere towards the back of Class A, and everyone in Class B pours past him. But down towards turn 1, it's side by side for the lead into Ritchie's. There's a little bit of fisticuffs, and there's contact. Round goes James Alford, round goes Bob Barron. Off the road to quality goal. Will Self, he's gone off the road. That could be massively crucial for the championship in the runner-up spot because he's right down the order. He's not towards the back, and Fraser McNeil's off the road down at the hairpin at Wilson. There's 3 cars off in the space of 2 corners. So both the Kilted K-Swaps cars are off. 3 of the EGs are off the road. Into the lead of the race has gone Kevin Talbot. 2nd is Dave Bookie. One last dance in 2025. The red lights are on at Snetterton. We are go. Strong start initially. Kevin Talbot. Fraser's gone with him.
Oh my God! What's going on here? Oh no, look! Will and Bob! No! Will went off, Bob went off, James Alford went off. Oh, Will's not even back on. He's dead last. My God, Kev's gone. See ya! See you later.
but that was a messy start for the first couple of corners. But more importantly, Will Self contending for that overall second spot in the championship here, getting contaminated with that incident he did not need to be involved in. That's exactly what he didn't want, isn't it? Afraid of McNeil as well. Starting on the left-hand side, should be the slightly drier side. Safety car, I believe, as well coming out. There's still a couple of those cars that are able to get going again. Up by Wilson. Wow, dramatic start here for round 16 of the Racing Honda's Championship. Well, if Bob Barron was the one that's caused the yellow flag, well, his door's currently open, but he's going down towards Wilson Hairpin. There he is. I think his car was the one that was stationary. He got it moving again. It's now not in the view of where the incident was. This reminds me a bit of Knockhill, as Bob Barron, in fact, sadly, and looking at our CCTV cameras, has pulled off the road. So I'm afraid the double Knockhill winner is not going to score in the final race of the championship. And of course, on this one, there are no drop scores to use in either race this weekend. So obviously, if you get a 0 score, it has to count as to your final points total in the end.
I'll tell you, can I say, Dave Buki, watch out for him. P2 now, behind the safety car now, of course. They all bunch up again, so we'll get a cracking restart here. Josh Harvey, of course, there. Probably exactly what Kevin Talbot didn't want, because he just, for the first half of that lap, managed to get a little bit of daylight after Fraser McNeil, of course, went off from second place, but he did have to dry line Fraser McNeil, and there was
the safety car escapes. Kevin Talbot decides when to get the race back underway. He gingerly makes his way towards Murray's corner. Top four is stacked up right behind him as they turn out to Murray's corner. Now he puts his foot down. Green flag conditions once again. So with 11 minutes to go in this final race of the season, Kevin Talbot trying to get a victory here, whereas Josh Harvey is on his toes. He can't pass before the line. He times it perfectly. Down the pit straight down towards Richie's back on the green flag conditions. So he'll go down the outside where there will be more grip if he can hold on. Turns into the right-hander and has to capitulate and hold back.
Wilson as well put his car in the perfect place. Is that right there?
Up on the exit, skating off the road actually at the hairpin is Jordan Morgans, who's had a bit of a tricky first weekend of a championship, and now you get a real drag race between Class A and Class B. That's the speed difference. This could be also changed as well because Barker's lost the lead. Back in front of him, so P2, if Barker stays where he is, will match his best finish from Knockhill last time, but not if he does stuff like that. Huge sideways moment through the right hander, and that's involved Cunningham. Cunningham's off the road, so both the contenders for overall second place hitting trouble in this race. Cunningham's off the road onto the grass, that'll send him tumbling down the Class B order, and that has more connotations on runner-up in the championship. And there's still half the race to go. It is going off in this final race. Talbot still leads though after 4 laps, but
Phil Wright's just put in the fastest lap of the race, a 1:30.045 in these very tricky, greasy conditions here for the final time. One last dance.
And Phil Wright is going after Kevin Talbot here. The gap was 1.1 seconds across the line. If I look at lap times in terms of how much quicker they were, Wright should set the fastest lap of the race, 1:30.045. That's 1.4 seconds quicker than the DC5 Integra. Talbot going from what was the back of Class A in race 1 to the front in race 2. Phil Wright trying to get a podium on his home circuit. Dave Mookie, if he gets third position, there's going to be raptures on the podium later on when he gets there. Drew Murray's now for what will be the 5th time of asking, 6 3/4 minutes to go. Now the chance for these to go down the pit straight.
Surely Phil Wright's going to get the job done here on Kevin Talbot. Remember race 1, I was saying a little bit earlier before we got very excited. Kevin Talbot had a lightning start in the first half of race 1, and then it started to fall apart a little bit, so fingers crossed that car can make the full 15 minutes. We've got 6 minutes left to go. You're right, Dave Mookie, one of the first drivers I ever interviewed in motorsport back in, must have been about 2019, so a lovely chap indeed. Fingers crossed he can take the podium here. Of course, we don't have any favourites, but I really want Mookie to get a podium.
It would be fantastic. So there's part of it also wants to get him too. I shouldn't have favourites, but he's a popular character in the paddock because they're not just race his own EK Civic. He runs the 3 cars that are in the mix as well. Now I want to say something. We're going to get a flag. Someone's off the road. Yeah, but also keeping an eye on the fact that Phil Wright is not at exactly the same pace he was. He's not 2 tenths behind Kevin Talbot like he was before. He's fading back a little bit, but you are right. There is somebody off at Ritchie's that I can see. The Class C battle goes past our pit lane, but I can see there is a car off in the gravel. If our cameras can catch that, we'll wait and see. It's Daniel Weston's off the road. I spotted it on the CCTV camera. It's Dan Weston, but Davidson in Class B. He's gone quite far off the road. There are yellow flags down there. I suspect he might be far off enough to not have to warrant hopefully a safety car. They might just cover that.
It's a tricky position though, isn't it? If he's gone straight on, I mean, you're carrying a lot of pace as you approach Riches, but fingers crossed. Yeah, he's driven it further in as well, I think, to try and get it out of the way, which is some of the points.
Checking with Class B, Spencer Full-Tag leads in Class B, and he hasn't actually won a Class all season. He has got a best of 2nd place in the 2nd race at Donington Park, but since then, back in his last 6 races, he's finished third on the podium twice in Class, a 4th and 3 DNF. Didn't even score anything at Knockhill, just to get himself just under 3.5 minutes to go, and sideways to Fraser McNeil. I told you he was mental. Out of the left-hander at Murray's. Look at that, the mistake he made was easy praise for himself. That gives him more points to go up into the standings. Now, in terms of where Ryan Cunningham is, he's currently 6th in Class. Will Self is now 4th of point scorers in Class, and apparently at that point when Self was a little bit further back, he was swinging towards being the newer car. Some say it's the least popular of the Civic type bars, but I think Spencer Full-Tag will certainly argue that case for it rather than against it at this point in time with 2.5 minutes to go.
He certainly will, and I was talking about Kevin Talbot and Phil Wright going toe-to-toe in this race. I thought Phil Wright was going to breeze past Kevin Talbot, however, Kevin Talbot fastest 29.833. The gap is a second. We've got 2 minutes 20 seconds
changed
on the clock. Oh, he has got through.
He's changed.
Has got through.
It has changed. So Phil Wright now leads the race with 2 laps to go, I'd say, because we've got 2 minutes 10 to go. Lap time wise, they're doing 1 minute 30. So Phil Wright, the local driver, looking to get a victory, which would be, if he can hold on to it, it would be his 3rd win of the season. Hasn't won a race since Brands Hatch race 2, the 1st win. Been plenty of that all season between several cars, including Will Self, who currently, as we said, is 4th in Class A, and considering that Cunningham is back in 6th in Class B, we think that that's enough outscoring to be able to hold on to 2nd place overall. And of course, there's no change for any class titles because provisionally they're all second already in favour of Dan Thackeray, himself, and Matt Rowland, respectively. Adam Rundle Nelson into the long hole walking the second to last time, preparing to start the last lap of the season. McCallum out-dragged him on the run towards Whitby's corner, and of course with the yellows, there's no overtaking. Here's the Class C battle, on to what will be, I think will be their last lap of the race, considering if Phil and Kevin can negotiate them on the back straight, given the pace advantage they have. So this will be essentially their last lap. McCallum can end the season with another victory. That would certainly be a high for him to go through. In fact, it will be the last lap because Phil Wright is going to power past them in the EG Civic. Onto the back straight for the final time in the championship. Phil Wright will look to end the season. He's been a former champion before in 2023 and has pushed hard to try and get himself in the mix. So I think through the misfortunes of others and keeping the consistency, Phil has been able to do so. In fact, apart from the first race at Cadwell Park, he's finished every single race, and he hasn't actually finished lower than 5th. He's finished in the top 5 in every single race that he's managed to get to the checkered flag for. But as he comes out to the bottom hole towards Corham, it's been an incredible 3rd season full of action, full of excitement, full of plenty of great memories, lots of standout moments, and this has been an incredible championship to watch. And 2026 is only going to be a stronger and stronger year for the championship. Talbot keeps on pushing as they put a lap on Jordan Morgan's. But out of the final corner for the final time in 2025, Phil Wright is going to make the local fans pretty happy with this one, as he will himself. Up to the checkered flag to set the final race of the season in Racing Honda's 2025 to bookend the season. Phil Wright takes his 3rd win of the season and wins the final round of Racing Honda's 2025 in fine style in mixed conditions. It is 2nd place for Kevin Talbot. In the background also you can see Callum Houchin makes it a double in Class C. Flash of the headlights.
Oh, he's parked right in the way. Oh, I missed my shot. There's Jordan's car. P2, Kev Talbot, let's go. Bookie. What a race. What a race. Fucking great job, buddy.
That was some overtake.
That was awesome, mate.
Brilliant.
Completed it. Racing driver now.
That second turn, the amount of times I locked up and just kept going straight on onto the grass, and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I did watch you. I said to the boys, I said that job you applied for as a grass cutter is work.
It's these Hondas, mate. They can't help it. They're lawnmowers, aren't they? Shaking like a shitting dog, was you? Oh yeah. Good dollop of adrenaline.
I thought you was running Nankan Never Grips.
You can't bottle that.
General ditch finders.
No wet line.
Turn 1, the fast guys are staying on the perimeter of the outside of the corner the whole way around.
So, I didn't couldn't get the gear coming off the line.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the clutch. It's gotta be, like, don't think it's a box. There you go, I brought it home in one piece, didn't I?
And you can drive it on the trailer.
Yeah.
That is a win.
Podium! You get a little trophy this time.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Champagne. No, I was down in the rain.
Did the setup do the business? Was it working? It's a bit slippy.
I have, thank you.
We saw
I thought you wanted to.
We saw the drifting at Coram. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I nearly went off safety car.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. We saw that.
I was kind of committed to the corner already, and then I seen the safety car board. I was like,
oh no.
All right, let's try and scrub speed, and then you shut off from concentrate to like, oh, I've got to slow down.
The car said no, actually.
I started thinking about it. That was the problem.
What happened? When did Phil get by you? Did you make a mistake or did he get you?
Yeah. I nearly went off the road at that bomb hole.
Ah.
I nearly went off the track at bomb hole. Have you got a digi bomb?
Oh dear. Seem to be making a habit of this kind of video, really, but damage inspection. That wheel's facing 2 directions it shouldn't be. Generally quite bad. Covered in grass. It's got a nice big dent. Oh, it's broke the filler. That's a nightmare, isn't it? Oh boy. Oh. That's a non-insurance approved amount of filler, mind you. This race car. Fucking hell. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's a long drive home for the Baron boys. Well, there we are, folks. That is it. 2025 Racing Honda's Championship done. Completed it, mate. And what an incredible year it's been as well, 2025. Over the course of the season, we've fielded 5 different cars and we've seen 6 different drivers across them. 8 events all around the country, 16 awesome races, loads of door-to-door action. It's a fantastic paddock to be in, the Racing Hondas. I've said it before, but I think this one is shaping up to fast become the Honda series for Honda fans. Big thank you to all of the team, especially Dale, Amy, Jay for creating the whole thing, and obviously the mechanics, Dave, Kobe, and also a lot of the time Jordan, and the rest of the crew behind the scenes, particularly the juniors, Lewis, Max, and for this weekend his first, Daniel as well. So it really has been an honour to follow the team around and to put all these vlogs together. It's been a great laugh. I've had some great memories created over the course of the year, so maybe I'll do a little highlights reel of the whole season. We'll see. But 2025, peace out.